It's that time of year, Sales Nation, and I'm holding myself accountable to the 32,000 subscribers like you. And in this video, I'm going to share my top 5 goals for 2020. 3 of them are business goals and 2 of them are personal ones that, well, they might even surprise you a little. So this is a bit of a different video from me, and heads up, you are going to be getting a massive shift in the content in this channel moving towards this direction as well over the next 12 months. Business-wise, this year is all for me about reach. I've spent the last 18 months building the best sales success platform on the planet over at salesman.org, and nothing can touch it, and our members are killing it with our training. They are crushing targets like nobody's business. So with all that said, and this links to my first goal of 2020, I'm coming out of product building mode and getting into promotion mode for the next 12 months. That means lots of cool free content on YouTube and on the podcast and Instagram for you guys. All that is why my first goal of 2020 is to grow this YouTube channel to over 100,000 subscribers. So as I record this right now, we're at about 32,400 or so members of Sales Nation. And we want to get to 100K YouTube subs in the next 12 months. So it's a stretch goal, it's a push, but it is definitely doable. Now, the next goal I have, business goal, following on from this 100K subscribers, is salesman.org. So salesman.org is doing really great revenue-wise at the moment, but I really want to take things to another level this year. I want to do something this I have never done in my kind of business life, in my sales training life. So the second goal of 2020 is to do over $1 million in revenue from salesman.org alone. So $1 million revenue. $1 million revenue from salesman.org. If you listen to the podcast, you might have noticed that, well, I've already dropped most of the ads and the sponsorships that we usually insert into the middle and towards the end of the show. I've sacked our ad agency and I'm going to be doubling down on salesman.org and promoting is actually the only thing that really matters this year. Salesman.org, salesman.org, salesman.org. You're going to hear it a lot within our content. Now, of course, this is slightly risky, right? Putting all my eggs in one basket, because if salesman.org completely flops, if it all falls to pieces, well, I'll be off to get another B2B sales job before the end of 2020. And by the end of the year, I might be regretting putting this on video, putting it on camera and sharing it with you guys, Sales Nation. But as Peter Drucker says, all profit comes from risk. So I'm really going to go for it and really try and achieve this goal this year. So yeah, my second goal of 2020 is 1 million in revenue from selling salesman.org memberships. And it's essentially 1,000 new members we need to bring on board. 1,000 of you, Sales Nation, joining is what the goal is. Again, it's doable, but it's certainly a stretch goal. Now, the final business goal that I want to share with you before we get onto my more personal New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals is that I want to buy some office space to build out our studio and our production capabilities. If you're a long-term viewer of this channel, you already know that where I'm recording right now is a cheap, rented, 3-bedroom flat here in Leeds. And I know that the setup, if I do say so myself, looks pretty good on camera, but behind the scenes, this place isn't ideal. It's a bit of a mess, and I don't feel like we're living up to our capabilities as a team, the people behind the scenes that run all of this, where we are right now. So I've got the goal of owning some office space this year. So own by office. Now, owning our office space allows me to bring people in to do in-person interviews. It allows me to build an in-person team to work alongside our already incredibly capable remote team. It enables me to build more sophisticated studio sets so that they can really ramp up our production values and, humbly again, continue to be the most polished B2B sales content and show out there. Now, all 3 of these goals translate into more daily, higher quality, and free to consume content for you and the members of salesman.org. Everyone inside salesman.org is going to get an increasingly polished platform as well. So there we go, my first 3 business goals of 2020. Now, goal number 4, we're going to start looking at my personal goals, things I want to achieve outside of salesman.org and the channel and the podcast and that side of things. And there's 2 of them. Now, first off, this might sound a little bit weird for a business show, a business YouTube channel. I want to put on some weight this year. So I currently weigh about 72 kilograms and I want to get up to 80 kilograms. Now, I've always struggled with being consistent with lifting and eating to put on weight. I know this sounds like a good problem to have, but yeah, I want to put on some more muscle. Now, rather than say, I just want to put on X kilograms of muscle this year, which I've tried to do in the past and I've failed, I know I needed some consequences for me not achieving this goal. Now, remember, most of the time, the pain of motivation is far more motivating than the pleasure side of things, right? So my first personal goal of 2020 to achieve this 80 kilogram weight increase is to compete at a jiu-jitsu competition at an 80 kilogram weight class. So 80 kilogram BJJ. Now, the reason for this is if my competitors at a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition are 10 kilograms heavier than me, because I've not put on the weight, then I'm going to get completely mauled. I'm going to get wrecked so bad that hopefully the fear of just getting absolutely battered and strangled by someone much bigger and stronger than me will force me to be consistent with my training, my lifting, and my diet to achieve this goal. And finally, again, this might sound a little bit weird for a B2B YouTube show to be sharing this goal, but I'm sure he'll make an appearance on the channel. And I guess off script here, but I guess I best say this. I know my partner, my family sometimes watch this. I'm not on about having kids in the next year. My final goal of 2020 is to get and look after and train a golden retriever puppy. We'll just put dog. Now, as I'll be the main person looking after him and training him, he's going to be in the studio, and I'm sure because of that there'll be some dog related content tied into the channel at some point as well. And so there we have it. And daft question, right? Have you set your 2020 brand new spanking decade goals yet? Because I hope you have. And if not, this video hopefully is a kick in the ass to get them made. So why not share your business goals in the comment box below and make yourself accountable to Sales Nation as well. And so with that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. And that's right, tomorrow, because we've got some daily content coming your way for the next few months.